Okay, here we are live from coronavirus 2020 quarantine-ish type of deal. Not official, but you know. So yes, this is replacing my 9:30 class at Yoga Source. And it's my first time recording these little ear pods. So um, yeah, bear with me. But I still wanted to give you what I would give you at my Sunday class because I feel like it's super important. Um, so let's address the whole mental plague. I'm not going to go into the coronavirus because we all know about it, but the mental plague that comes along with the fear, that fear mentality is really what's going to weaken your immune system so that perhaps on a time when you wouldn't get sick, maybe you are more susceptible now because everyone's freaking out and grabbing toilet paper right and left. So the idea of this immunity community is to use Kundalini Yoga and your mental magic and your mindset, just like you do every week, to build your chi and build your nutrition, fortify your field, so that your mind doesn't get plagued. Okay, because there's like a lot of things changing super fast, and if we don't keep up, we're gonna have to sit down, and that's gonna feel super weird. Um, so let's think about boosting your immunity with herbal infusions, eating things like raw ginger, super great for you. How are you going to do this? Ginger tea, chop up your ginger roots, throw it in hot boiling water, boil for 3 minutes, turn it off, take your ginger out, resting after 3 minutes, and then you have this big pot of internal wellness. Ginger is anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal, viral. It's like super, it's a fire that your body depends on when you're going into the slumps. And then, boosting your vitamin C clearly. But I made a video yesterday on garlic bombs, eating raw garlic, raw honey. Again, both antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial. I mean, can you get any better? You just lick it down. You can see that video for that. But again, starting our class like we normally do with the astrology drop of what's going on. Yesterday we had Pi Day, so that was 3.14, right? So that was a huge manifesting day, gears setting in place for a longer experience. So I hope that your mind was happy yesterday because hopefully we'll repeat this into infinity. Mercury moves into Pisces tomorrow, which for us, that's going to mean communicating through our hopes and our fears and our dreams and our illusions. And our experiences are going to feel super real because we're entering that kind of communication pattern of a Piscean person, where imagination is realistic as well. So in seeing this, our kindness and our compassion, our communications for each other, and our really good wishes for good hope and will, express those to your fellow human, but also get super creative right now because it's a really great time to be doing that, allowing your imagination to flow. And that runs all the way through April 10th. So then on the 13th, this is a super special time, not the 13th, sorry, the 18th. Super special time because we have 6 planets in Capricorn. We've got Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all sitting in Capricorn with each other. Okay, and that's like everyone's squished like this. So what does that mean for us? Oh my God, that's like great, great manifesting time. Good luck. The energy is there's nothing you can't achieve. So if you are clearing this mental plague idea and just putting practical application into your life, this is also going to be a really good time for you. So don't get super bummed out that, our lives are really different right now. But do get excited that you get to show up differently for people and yourself. Um, so this is going to be a shortened practice. I'm going to do the smallest amount of time so it's most accessible to anyone, not just like the hardcore mamas that roll into the Kundalini yoga class and slam out, 6 and 18, 11 minutes. This is a super accessible class. And if you are a practiced yogi, then you can always extend your times. Just create this pattern, write it down, and then extend your own time so you can keep doing this. But this is the Surya Kriya, which is going to bring about the sunlight. What happens when you activate your inner light is that you're activating the fire of creation, personal will to survive. It's your inside flashlight. It's also your fire, so it keeps you warm. So when you have this abundance of solar energy activated inside of you, you don't get cold, which means your immune system doesn't go down, which means your mind doesn't freeze, which means you don't have a hard time focusing. There's so much clarity that's penetrated by the light. So again, a super short, fast kriya that you can build into your morning, and just keep your warmth going, and paired with your teas and your knitting and your readings or whatever you're doing with your time that satisfies this kind of creative outlet for you. All right, so we're starting in every class like we do. I'm going to turn this down, and then we'll do our tune in. So if you want to tune in along with me, you're welcome to. The Kundalini tune in is Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. I'm going to do that 3 times with nice long centered breaths. So again, first class filming. I'm going to probably have my eyes closed more than open. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it just kind of puts me in my own space too. So I'm just going to audio dialogue, and you guys can follow along. So we're going to come into a seated position. Our hands are going to come to our hearts. Palms are pressed firmly together, and your breath is long and still and slow. And as we breathe in, we can think about applying just a little bit of pressure in between our sternum, connecting to the beat of the heart. If you have a heartbeat, that's your purpose and your sense of belonging, your invitation to live this life. And if you follow your breath and direct your breath with consciousness and awareness, then that's your invitation to stay on this planet and continue participating in all the ways. So we're going to inhale deeply and exhale slowly and begin our tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Inhale deep. Pull the navel point into the spine, elongating the spine, stretching high into the sky, allowing your energy to rise up and over your crown chakra. And exhale deeply, bringing your hands down to your knees and just opening your heart and your mind to the space you've now created. And just long, deep breathing. Okay, so to activate our breath here, our first one is going to be right nostril breathing. So what does this mean? Inhalation, exhalation. When you breathe in through different nostrils, you're breathing in different types of energy and activating different centers. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover the left nostril with our thumb here and just kind of make this like little hand shape, like ah. Okay, and then we're going to bring our focus. Our eyes are going to close, and our mouth is going to be closed. Our tongue will be at the roof of our mouth, just closing that circuit of energy, making that nice electrical connection between the top and the bottom worlds by closing the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Lips are soft. And here we're just going to long, deep breathe in through the nostril, the right nostril. The right nostril is your activating nostril, so it awakens you. Your left cools you down. So if at night you need to like chill out a bit, do the opposite. But right now, since we're inviting the sun, we're just going to bring it up through the nose. And here we're going to breathe. Times are given between 3 and 5 minutes. We're going to shorten that to 1 for the video purpose. But your hand, the other hand is here in Gyan Mudra, pinching your thumb and index finger, and your eyes are soft, and you can just begin to breathe. And as you're breathing here, just breathe with intention that you're pulling in that solar radiance, the health and vitality. You can visualize the colors of purples or golds or yellows, your royal wealth and health, or your gold for your imperial stoicism of your body, your mind, your golden egg, fortified, your yellow for your solar radiance, and just finding that place in your spine where all is open, all is relaxed, but all is present and postured, never sloping. Okay, so we're going to deep inhale with both nostrils open, moving the hand, pulling the energy in and up, tucking the navel to the spine, drawing the chest up towards the sky, keeping the chin parallel while rising the energy up and over, and relax the breath. Bring both hands down and just regulate your nostrils through long, deep breathing through the nose. Mouth is still closed and tongue is still connected. Okay, so coming back into this space, you can just kind of roll your shoulders a little bit, just activate that energy that you just invited in. Give yourself a wiggle while you come up onto your heels, knees. So you're going to sit with your heels, activating your bottom, activating your digestion of your solar plexus. It's activating your stomach channels. So your stomach channel is running down. What are we doing here? The solar light lives in that navel point. So by opening up that channel just a little deeper, we can really open this whole experience to have a deeper place to settle. Okay, so we're going to be on our knees if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can always flop down in between. That's fine too. Whatever feels good for you. It's your practice, remember. Okay, so then our hands are going to come up into a point, left thumb over right, church hand steeple, going all the way up, stretching up to the sky. Here, our mantra, which is a verbal mantra we're going to chant, is going to be Sat as we pull the navel point in, Nam as we let the navel point out. Okay? So as you're doing this, it's going to kind of feel like your whole self goes up. If that's happening, congratulations. So you're going to point and pull. Your eyes can be soft and relaxed, but it's a verbal chant. So if you get into the sound current game, you let your sound out. If not, you can always vibrate it in your mind. But creating a sound current also penetrates the universe and the reality that you create. So don't be afraid to use your voice. So we're just going to start here by just stretching up, kind of feeling out our posture. Our eyes are soft, closed, relaxed, or 1/10 of the way open at the bottom. Whatever feels good for you. And on our inhale, we're going to Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. Okay? We're going to begin. Sat, Nam, 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 sat, nam. Inhale deep. Pull the navel point in, hold the navel to the spine, stretching the hands high into the sky, creating a nice triangle point of energy generating above your head, directing your consciousness to where you want to see it land, and relax your breath. Bring your hands all the way down, placing your fingertips on the floor, and just breathe a normal, regulated breath, giving your belly conscious thank you for doing all that weird pumping while you were trying to speak. So the thing about Kundalini Yoga, we can get like super weird and giggly with it because it is weird and giggly, but it works. So rolling down onto your behind, we're going to take our hands and grab our shins, okay? This is a spine flex, and so it's not so much your upper shoulders going like this. It's going to be more of your lower spine coming in and your sternum coming out, okay? We're really working the lower spine. So, like I said, I'm just sitting this way. Okay, so we can have our spine straight. Your eyes can do whatever they feel like doing, closed, soft, open, whatever's. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose as you roll the spine down and out. Inhaling as you bring it in, keeping the shoulders nice and firm and straight. Don't let them roll down. And you can start as slow as you'd like. And once your lower spine feels like it's had some kind of primer, then you can begin going a little faster. And correlating your breath to your posture movement. So it might become a very fast breath for you. And if so, that's good. You're going to break a little sweat. And you can go a little deeper as you warm into it, as you feel that kind of space being created from the hips and the base up into the lower spine. Just start to open. You can pull yourself forward and stretch a little deeper. It's fine if you slow your rhythm because you want to get a deeper stretch. It's not a race. It's just an experience. So have it as you will, because that will make it yours, and make it effective. Okay, so we're going to inhale deep, pulling the spine straight and high and long into the sky, keeping the shoulders soft and relaxed, not pulling them up to your ears, and relax the breath. Roll the spine out. You can bring your hands up to your knees and just do some hip openers, some rotating of the energy that you just cultivated, whatever feels good for you, because it's integration. You have to remember to integrate. You're awakening a lot. And if you just have this abundance without having a place to go, then it feels overwhelming. So if you take just little pauses, just to kind of fling it around is kind of how I look at it. Give it a new place to call home. But yeah, these times are super shortened, like I said. So you can always extend that spine flex as long as it's feeling good for you, because you might unlock some really cool treasures down there that you didn't know about. All right, so coming into our next, which is going to be frog. Frog is like a fancy frog, like a sitting fancy frog, but you have your heels together here, if this is possible for you. So again, personal experiencing, enjoy it however it comes. So we're here. The idea of frog is to have your fingertips on the floor and then lift your back end, keeping your spine straight. Okay, so it's like long. So not rolling your spine, elongate your spine. And so then you come back down into fancy frog. Okay, so call times is 26. I am going to roll through 26 of these. So if you want to go with me, you can. But if 26 for you is like 11, cool. Have a seat and I'll be there in a second. Okay, and then stretch all the way up, keeping your heels together high. Your back is long, your stomach is pulled tight into your spine, and relax. Coming all the way back down. You can just shake your legs out. Awakening, placing. Okay, rolling right through. Come back onto your knees. Now your sweat's starting to kind of like activate if you're doing it right or if you're doing it longer. It's a really good production kriya. Can produce a lot by doing Surya kriya. Okay, so our hands are now on our knees. Our spine is long and straight. We're going to be looking over to the left, inhaling like you're scooping water with like your nose, like carry the water over, blow it out. Left. Inhaling on the left, exhaling on the right. Okay? So in my mind, I always think of it like a scoop of water, like you're just transferring data from one side to the other. You're breathing in from the side that you receive on, and you're dumping over into the side that you give, right? Okay. So we're going to think about this breath as a very cleansing, conscious breath. And just reminding yourself as you're doing this motion to keep your shoulders soft and loose. Keep your elbows kind of heavy and just kind of there, because the focus is not necessarily on this part of the body. It's on the neck, opening and balancing the thyroid, your throat chakra. In our spiritual studies, we always see the thyroid as the place of the intuition. It houses the intuition. So if you struggle with thyroid issues, they can also transfer into how much you trust yourself and your own guidance. So by giving that attention, just a little bit of like personal care right here, just by this. You can even put your hand here if that feels better, just to kind of give that warm thank you for showing up for me every day. That can be a big help for you. So just open, keeping this space open. And even if you don't suffer thyroid, but you have issues communicating or difficulties communicating authentically or from the heart, all of that gets jammed up right there. So it's opening it up. Here we're going to inhale deep to the center. Hold the breath, pull the navel point in, holding and tightening everything as you go up, lifting, making sure you're staying parallel, projecting out of your third eye and carrying your energy up and over, and breathe. Blow it all out, shake your shoulders out and drop down here. Come back into an easy pose. We're going to take our hands in our hands are the complete, but we're going to take our thumbs, our egos, and separate our ego from the rest of our planetary rulership. We're going to take our fingers, bring them to the front, put our egos in the back. And for this one, we're going to inhale up, exhale over. Just opening that rib cage, your ribs, birth, life. For a woman, your rib cage expands. When you grow life in there, everything shifts and moves. So it's really important to open that space back up for new manifesting of energies. Now, if you notice that your breath is nice and full and powerful, the breath is the thing that is going to keep you here existing in your own fabulous lifetime experience. So it's super important that you get familiar with your breath, super, and learn how to use it. Okay, we're going to arms up, inhale, elbows up to the sky, pulling the navel point in, holding that breath tight, 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 and relax. Blow it all out. Now for the last part of this experience, we are going to just sit into a postured meditation to integrate all of that activity. Okay, so like I said, everything was super short time so that we could fit it into a little video, but you're welcome to extend those times to 3 6 minutes long each. Okay, and again, if there's some things that feel really good for you, just build those little exercises into your morning day. Feel the burn in your shoulders, because it probably is, because we don't walk around flapping like this or like this. You know, we just don't do these things often unless you decide that you're going to do those and work on your armpit health and your glandular work and your lymphatic system and your immunity and all of it. So just build it in. Okay, so you're going to now sit in Gyan Mudra, thumbs and index fingers. Bring your elbows to very soft and relaxed. They don't have to be hypered out. Soft and relaxed. The spine is lifted and strong and long. You're parallel, and you're projecting. Okay? And then you're just going to long, deep breathing here to integrate all of that. Inhale deeply, bringing that navel point one more time into the belly, wrapping the rib cage, squeezing your insides, your organs, giving them a nice massage as you bring your energy up through your body into your mind and blow it all out. And bringing your hands together once again at your heart center, we're going to end our kriya with a long sat nam as a proper goodbye and greeting of thank you for everything, everyone. So inhale deep. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. May the long-time sun always shine upon you and the odds forever be in your favor. Sat Nam. Okay, so that was a very powerful but accessible kriya for us to kind of build into our immunity toolbox, our existence of existence, and to allow the space and time that you operate in to still be the space and time that you operate in, even amidst chaos, because you can't fix the outside world. You can only fix what you're doing. And if you too are going down, but not physically, but mentally, that weighs on the ship also. So you've got to keep yourself happy, healthy, and holy. I'm a firm, true believer in that. So make this time that you're forced to accept a great change. Make it a time to better yourself in the ways that you can, so that you can see when you jump over on the other side that, wow, I really am amazing. So I don't want anyone to lose focus. So what is this inspired? This has just inspired me to continue sharing in, what are they calling it, social distancing. So you can see me, but not really touch me or something. And then we can all kind of help each other still stay connected. So Satnam, have a beautiful Sunday. And I hope that you go drink your teas and eat your fruits and be with your people. Ciao.